We'll have something else that we've been working on for a whole year. So that's another thing that's going to be launched. What I really like to do is I like to dissect things. I like to almost use myself as an experiment. See, when going through the common characteristics of successful traders and unsuccessful traders, what makes them tick, what makes them doesn't, what are the common denominators with them? What do they do? Is it something with their processes? Is it this? By really going into detail and studying that and studying myself and dissecting all of the psychology there, I've got something very, very special for not just Falcon, but the trading space as a whole. What's going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to the Falcon YouTube channel. Hope everybody's having an incredible day, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And actually let us know in the comments, where are you tuning in from? Where are you mainly tuning in from the channel? And what kind of value you've been taking from the channel on a regular basis? And if you haven't already, make sure that you like, you comment, and you're subscribed, more so than ever to be subscribed, so you're in the loop with the things, because this is the most exciting quarter yet. So I want to take this opportunity to firstly thank you for that, joining us on this journey as we grow. It's going to be a very, very exciting Q4, and I hope everybody's got their goals. I hope you're laser focused and you're ready for this quarter. And that's really the undertone of this message, of this video, making sure that you are dialed in and you do get the most out of it. If you're coming to this channel on a regular basis, you're coming here for trading, mindset, all these type of things, planning, a little bit of goal setting, well then guess what? If you know me and you know me well, you know I'm very, very keen on making sure that you've got your goals, making sure you've got clarity, making sure you're clear on your vision. And that's the question that I want to ask you. Are you clear on your vision for this quarter? Do you know what you're doing in this last quarter to set you up to win for 2021? See, I'm thinking way long term. We're not focused just on Q4 alone. It's what does Q4 do for us? So that's what I really want you to think about. Really get that dialed in, as you'll have so much more clarity, and your trading as a whole will be so much more enjoyable. So make sure you put pen to paper. And with that being said, I thought this was a great opportunity to give you an insight as to what's to come. So I can't reveal too many things, but I will give you an insight as to what Q4 will look like. We get so many questions through here. We get so many questions through Instagram, different various platforms, through our live chat about what is on offer, what does Falcon offer as a whole, what can I expect? The truth be told, there's so many things. I could go for a whole list, so that's not what I'm here to do, but more so just give you more of an insight as to what's to come and what's involved. So of course, when you come into Falcon, you will be in here with a like-minded community that are on the same mission. You've probably seen from the outside looking in that everybody supports each other, because they do. And that's the reality of what Falcon is. This ethos we created from day one. Falcon is moving towards being 4 years young, and we generally have only just scratched the surface for what's about to come. With hundreds of traders going full-time and taking their life to the whole new level, this really does scratch the surface for what we're about to launch. So I've been doing a lot of deep work, a lot of deep focus on some things, and I've really been dissecting just all areas of life essentially, and my trading career. So when I first started in 2008, trading was very, very different. And for the first 4 years, it was very difficult for me. I was very lonely, frustrated, didn't really know what I was doing, up and down. Sometimes I'd win, sometimes I would lose. Didn't really have the guidance. So community was everything. And I never had that, which is why I created this community in the first place. So having a really, and I mean, there's communities out there, but I mean really driven, genuine, really wanting to take care of each other. I think it's really important. So when you come into Falcon, you'll be welcomed with open arms. That's really our ethos from day one, because we understand the more that you give, the more you receive. And the more that you go above and beyond and that you help, and you're just generally a good person, well then guess what? That comes back to you in all areas of life and your trading as well. So if you're thinking about getting involved in Falcon, well, you're going to be welcomed with open arms. It's an absolute must, and it always will be the case. So that's that part. But in terms of what we've got in the works, so there's something that we've been working on for about 16 months now, maybe even longer than that. And we're about to bring that into fruition in this quarter. So if you're a Falcon student, you best buckle up, because this is going to be a milestone in the history of this project. So I'm very, very excited for that. So make sure that you've been thinking about joining. Now is an incredible time. Not just that, we've lately systemized our trading even more. So it's very systematic in the approach that it always has been. But what we've done is that we've actually created a lot of content to showcase that and help with that. And I've noticed a direct correlation between people actually breaking through to consistency with that. That's in the form of things like Quick Tip Season 4, the increased activity from myself and the coaches. We're always here to help, and that's the goal for us. So that has been a big pillar of a lot of people's breakthroughs. So if you've been in Falcon before, in the past, you're thinking of joining that, and you want more of that systematic approach so you know what you need to do and have your own personality on it, because you need to be able to evolve with the markets as well, of course. You can't just be 100%, because as the market evolves, things change. So what we love about the Falcon strategy is it gives you that flexibility to be able to do that as well, but in a systematic approach, because that's what's going to give you the results longer term and do things that are actually sustainable. So that's that part to it. What else have we got in the works? So, in about 6 weeks, maybe even sooner, we'll have something else that we've been working on for a whole year. So that's another thing that's going to be launched. What I really like to do is I like to dissect things. I like to almost use myself as an experiment. See, when going through the common characteristics of successful traders and unsuccessful traders, what makes them tick, what makes them doesn't, what are the common denominators with them? What do they do? Is it something with their processes? Is it this? By really going into detail and studying that and studying myself and dissecting all of the psychology there, I've got something very special for not just Falcon, but the trading space as a whole that is coming very soon, that will take you to a whole new level. It really will, because it gets to the root problem of why you might not be succeeding. Because remember, it's not always about strategy. People think that. They think, oh, I'm not succeeding because of this strategy, so I'll go to another strategy, and then I'll go to another strategy. And don't you find that those people never tend to succeed? And they seem to be hopping. 5 years down the line, they're no way closer to where they were in the first place. If they stuck to one thing and done it really well, they would have developed the mindset they needed to succeed in the first place. So what this does is it helps get to the root. Things like self-image, procrastination, why you feel the way that you do, your perception, your relationship with the markets, your relationship with money, what these key things that holds people back. So if you study successful traders, they don't have an issue with these things. But unsuccessful traders, they tend to have problems with these areas. So even when they do start to get results, they indulge in self-sabotage and all these type of things. You might even be a trader right now where that's happened to you and you don't know why. You think that, right, I was doing well for 4 or 5 months, and for some reason, now I'm going back to the drawing board and it's not working. Why is that? Well, it's normally because of the root of the issue is self-image, self-sabotage. There's lots of different things, but you need to go through a simple and effective process to be able to come out on the other side to not have those issues. So if you don't actually attack it head on, well, then it doesn't matter how good you develop a strategy. It doesn't matter how good your results are. Eventually, that little inner voice will kick in and then you'll find a way to mess it up. So it's important you go to the root first, fix it, build back up with a strong mental framework so you can deal with scale, you can deal with the volatile times. So all of these type of things is really important. So that's one element that's been something really juicy that we've been working on, that honestly, it doesn't exist in this space. So to be able to lead with that and really put that in place, I'm very excited, very humbled, and just overall excited for the impact that will make. And I know it will, because these things, people, once they get it down, they will break through. It's just inevitable. So that's one thing, but don't want to release too many details on that until we have launch dates and that kind of stuff. What else? Competitions. Q4 is going to be heavy with competition. We always like to give back to the community. That's always a big thing for us. So you'll see that coming left, right, and center, always helping people get to the next level. There's going to be a lot of e-meetups, doing what we can with, of course, the situation, and just really coming together more than ever before, because with the elements that we're about to launch, all the added support that we're bringing in, some other things as well, it's just going to be very exciting. So for all of the people asking the questions, as you can see, I could literally list and just keep going and going. So really and truly, if you're serious about your trading goals, you've been following us for a while, you want to take things to the next level, then you need to take action. Whether it's somewhere else or with us, if you really want to take your trading to the next level, then get yourself educated, get yourself around a like-minded community. You can save yourself years by doing so, rather than flirting online, trying to figure it out on your own, because that's tough. You need accountability, and that's what you'll get when you come into Falcon. So all of these elements, we've got you covered. So if you're thinking about coming on board, we look forward to welcoming you. But apart from that, I'm just overall very excited. I'm just very much looking forward to this full steam ahead. And the real question that I want you to ask yourself, and if you're coming to this channel for the first time, forget about joining us for right now. Don't think about that. Just focus on your Q4 as a whole. Think about in the December period and when you're unwinding for the year, and you're approaching the new year, and you're naturally, what do? We reflect, right? We start to think about, oh, how did the year go? How was everything? Oh, I wish I could have done that better. I wish I could have done this. Oh, why didn't I commit to that? Get rid of that right now and just get dialed in. So start thinking and preempting that, of that type of mindset, to avoid that. Put things in place that actually sets you up to win right now. So then when you do unwind, not only can you be proud of yourself knowing that you gave it your all, you fully committed to your trading goals, your processes, what you said you was going to do, well then guess what? That momentum is going to carry on into 2021. So you build the success habits now. So I highly encourage you to do that. Even if you're just starting off in your trading journey for the very first time and you're wondering, oh, does that apply to me? That definitely applies to you. You want to build the habits straight away. And if you have bad habits, then we want to get rid of those and start to slowly introduce those new habits. And then guess what happens after that? You gain confidence. And the great thing about confidence is that it compounds, just like trading, just like your results. And when you compound them together simultaneously, guess what happens? You're synchronized. And when you're synchronized with your psychology and your technical ability, and you're clear on your vision, guess what happens? The results just suddenly start to break through. Funny that, right? So it's just about getting all of those things in place, because they both complement each other. So in terms of Falcon, to be honest, this is probably the biggest quarter that we've ever had. In pretty much 4 years of this project, this is the biggest quarter, because all the stuff that we've been working on for over a year and even more is now coming into fruition in 1 quarter. The extra level of support, the infrastructure, and I nearly said something that I shouldn't there, something that's being launched, but just overall, you're in a very, very good place. So for everybody asking, I appreciate you sending the messages, but of course, we can't get back to every single one of you, and I don't want your questions unanswered. So if you're just really serious, make a commitment. You know, you'll see very quickly when you join why you joined the community in the first place. And for those of you that have joined us recently, I hope you're enjoying the content so far. I hope you're enjoying the support, enjoying all of the resources and the tools that you actually have to achieve your trading goals. I really hope that you're taking value from that. And if you're in a position right now where you're learning to trade and you're just learning online, I hope you're taking value from our channel, coming here to get that free advice, whether it's mindset tips, whether it's a few bits of technicals, and really just getting your toes into the water and making sure that you know what trading's about, seeing what you resonate with, because that's what it's really about, what you resonate with as well. You know, you want to be trading in a way that resonates with your personality, resonates with how you look at the markets, resonates with your lifestyle. You know, imagine that you found a way that you could trade successfully, but you had to be by the chart 8 hours a day, every day, consistently. That might work in the short term, but in the long term, what does that do for you when you have other commitments? So you have to start thinking longer term. And what I love about how we trade and how I trade is the fact that I've got the flexibility. I can do what I want when I want to do it. I can plan my trades, I forecast them, I know what I want to see, I know what I don't want to see, and then I execute accordingly. And if it doesn't materialize, then I don't put on the trade. See, consistency is a state of mind. Consistency is you as a person. So what I love about it is finding a way that I'm able to systemize the approach, have my personality, have something that evolves with the market, because you always need that, otherwise you get left behind, and then being able to enjoy my life. Isn't that what trading's all about, rather than being stuck by the charts 24/7? I've got no time for that. So for example, I'm looking at pound dollar right now, and if the entry materializes, I'll take it. If not, I won't. I'll wait until tomorrow. I'll wait until some of the yen pairs shape up. See, the truth is, it's about having sustainability in your trading. Why is that so important? Because you enjoy it. And when you enjoy it, where's your energy? Your energy is vibrating higher, which is where you need to be, in that state of flow where you actually succeed. See, most people don't realize that in order to really succeed longer term, you need to be in that state of flow as consistently as possible. Imagine you was able to tap into it in demand. You was able to tap into that state of flow. How much better would you perform? Well, again, these are things that I've been working on for a while that I'm going to be sharing with you, and we're likely going to be sharing some free snippets here on YouTube and some other areas. But if you really want to get to that next level, it needs to be extreme ownership and full commitment. So hope you enjoyed that. And oh, very excited, by the way, for those of you that didn't know, quite a few months ago we introduced something called the Trading Center. That's been another game changer as well, by the way. So when you come into the community, if you're wondering how do I learn, we've already covered that. You know what you need to do daily. We've got that systematic approach, not just in your trading of how you actually trade the markets, but a systematic approach in how you document your journey, how you actually learn the strategy. That's the most important thing. So you can measure your commitment and measure your progression. And that as well has been a huge game changer for people breaking through, because they're able to see their commitment for themselves, and that gives you confidence. And when you're more confident, naturally you give yourself more of a chance to succeed. But overall, Q4, get it dialed in, wherever you are in the world, I hope you took a lot of value from this episode. And again, just make sure that you're 100% committed, and you'll thank me later. Ask yourself the question, how much more potential do I have, and how can I demand more from myself daily? Guys and girls, enjoy your weekend. Thanks for tuning in as always, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.